The Honor Award is the highest recognition provided by United Soccer Coaches. It's not an award to be won through competition. Rather, the Honor Award Committee considers the key criteria for selection. That is, the individual must have given meritorious service to United Soccer Coaches and the sport of soccer. This year's selection certainly reflects that criteria. Tonight's recipient of the association's Honor Award spent over 40 years serving in management and leadership positions with several successful business organizations. In April 2018, he retired from a career in investment management services, where he served as a member of his company's leadership team for 21 years. How then does an individual with those credentials receive the association's highest award for services in soccer? It turns out that despite a unique business career, Michael Curry's life extends far beyond that of a businessman, as he leads a self-described second life as an active member of the soccer community. Not really a secret life, you see, but a life of service to United Soccer Coaches and the sport of soccer. He grew up in Baltimore, and despite having exceptional potential in baseball, he became involved in the sport of soccer in his mid-teens, and lucky for us. After a collegiate playing career, the opportunities for playing at an advanced level in soccer were just not there, and he embarked on his business career. In parallel, he continued his passion for soccer and eventually became involved in a number of initiatives in our organization. During his 25-year membership with United Soccer Coaches, Mike served as a member of the United Soccer Coaches Board of Directors, a chairperson of the Board of Governors, a chairperson for the Diversity and Inclusion Committee. He has been a champion for a number of initiatives for the association, and his ability to connect with people is evident. He has connected and conducted diversity awareness training for board members, academy staff, and national office employees since 1999. In addition, as a representative of our association, he has conducted diversity and inclusion training for other soccer organizations, including NYSOA, AYSO, and America Scores. This 20-year commitment has helped shape the association's strategic goal to meet the needs of a diverse membership. He has also volunteered in several leadership, administrative, coaching, and philanthropic roles within the organization, and served as a member of our Coaching Academy goalkeeping staff for many years. He is a member of the United Soccer Coaches Foundation Committee, and in addition to establishing the Michael L. Curry Scholarship Fund, Mike has committed a legacy gift as a charter member of the Foundation Legacy Society. As you will see in the video, he was never too proud to get his hands soiled in our organization's projects. In recognition of Mike's contribution to the association, he received certificates of appreciation in 2008 and 2014, a Presidential Recognition Award in 2015, a United Soccer Coaches Letter of Commendation in 2018, and the first ever United Soccer Coaches Foundation Meritorious Service Award established last year in Bill Holloman's name. So you see, Mike Curry's service to soccer in our association reflects his passion for the sport and his significant contributions to our organization, and how fitting it is that he should receive this prestigious recognition in his hometown, Baltimore. Let's have a look at this video.
I'm Mike Curry, and I'm thrilled to be the recipient of the 2019 United Soccer Coaches Honor Award. For those who know me, I'm not shy, so the goalkeeping was a perfect role for me. I could kind of direct things from the back, and that's really where it started for me as a player. And then, of course, having the honor of going to the U.S. Naval Academy and playing for the late, great Coach Glenn Warner. He was a wonderful man, and he had a very a very German assistant goalkeeping coach who really gave me my first true training in goalkeeping, good enough to the point where I ended up leaving the academy to go play for the University of Baltimore, who eventually were national champions. When I think of my philosophy of giving back to the game, it's about bringing people together, bringing diversity, inclusion, and culture change into how we do things. That part I'm very, very proud of. We've trained just about most of the leadership at the United Soccer Coaches, but I think it's our organization's commitment to celebrating diversity which has made this happen. And we've been quoted as an organization in the press over the years when things have come up. You've arrived when the rest of the sports world is looking for your leadership on how to deal with specific issues that are affecting athletes in the world. My first contact with the United Soccer Coaches at that time, the NSCAA, was actually through Umbro, who was the sponsor at that time. From that, I went to my first convention. And through the convention and through the diversity training, I actually met Robbie Robinson. And it was interesting because I knew I was moving into the area and actually asked him if there's anything that I can do. It's one of those cliches, think about what you ask for. And so that worked out really well. My first year, I ended up co-chairing the local organizing committee chair with a gentleman named Tom Farr, but I was actually being groomed to take it over. And then for the next 5 conventions in Philadelphia, I had the honor of being the LOC, and it's a wonderful experience.
I first met Mike at the diversity training session that he was doing for the NSCAA at the time. The next step was being the convention manager. And then having conventions in Philadelphia, we would need somebody on the LOC, we call it, the local organizing committee. Because I now knew Mike, I thought that was a good person to put on the committee and to help things going. It's been 21 years, been with Mike and working with the convention, and it was something that was well worth getting into.
With regard to philanthropy, early on in my career as a business person, I was exposed to some great leaders. And one of the things they always told me, including my mentor, was, Mike, you've been very fortunate, and you should make sure that you get something back. So I look at that on 2 levels. Clearly, this game has opened so many doors, and I've met so many wonderful people and been able to do so many incredible things. And so I made a commitment early on in my life to give back to the game as much as I could. So looking at the world, recognizing that there are people who may not have had or don't have the access that I had, and how can I help them get that? I know in my life, I think about my time in the military. I think of my time with successful firms. They all have these traditions that are handed down. They're part of the culture. They're part of the things that drive the organization. And truly, the United Soccer Coaches has a lot to be proud of, and a strong, rich tradition of being in this soccer community and building a family within that soccer community. So it doesn't get any better than that. This award to me means a lot, and I've tried my best to articulate it, but I know I'm falling short of how grateful I am. And the reason why that's so important to me personally is not just what I get out of it as an individual, but I think and I hope that will inspire others to want to get involved, to volunteer, to say, hey, I can do that. Do you need an extra hand? Because that's how this all started for me. It was like, wow, do you need help with that? And one thing leads to another. And I hope that others will follow that lead and know that people do value your time. So I want to leave that thought with everyone, because I think sometimes the magnitude of the award, it overshadows all the grassroots that are going out there and all the people that I represent that could also be sitting here being a part of this as I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2019 United Soccer Coaches Honor Award recipient, Mike Curry.
Yeah, you can zip me there.
I'm really grateful that you all appreciated the big hair. Ray, thank you for the introduction and for all your help in preparing for this evening. I want to thank Austin Rink, the videographer, for preparing the wonderful video. I want to thank the members of the Honor Award Committee and all those who selected me. And I want to congratulate all of you who received awards tonight. I'm very fortunate to be among you. You know, I owe so much to the game of soccer. It helped to shape me as a person, helped me to grow to be successful enough to be able to give back to the benefit of others. The game opened doors and exposed me to so many people, places, and things. Soccer made me a better person in many ways. During my life's journey, I have studied great leaders and coaches and how they managed to inspire ordinary people to accomplish extraordinary things. One of my favorites is the late, great Jim Valvano. Most of you know that in 1983, Jimmy V led his underdog Wolfpack team to win the basketball national championship and accomplish one of the greatest upsets in NCAA basketball tournament history. 10 years later, a frail Jimmy V, his body ravaged by cancer that eventually would take his life, needed help to get to the stage to accept the Arthur Ashe Award for Courage during the American Sports Awards. At this moment, and even during this moment, Jimmy V delivered more inspiration that I'd like to share with you. Jimmy V said, "To me, there are 3 things we should do every day. Number 1 is laugh. You should laugh every day. Number 2, think. You should spend time in thought. Number 3, you should have your emotions move to tears. Could be happiness or joy. But think about it. If you laugh, if you think, if you cry, that's a full day. That's a heck of a day." I think Jimmy V would be proud of my soccer journey. I have laughed through the fun of sharing my experiences with a variety of members of the soccer community, especially the kids, some of who grow up to become coaches themselves. I have thought through my experiences as a volunteer, giving of my time, talent, and treasure for the good of the game. I have cried. Soccer is an emotional game and a metaphor for life itself. In 90 minutes, we experience happiness and joy, heartache and disappointment. So if laughing, thinking, and crying is one heck of a day, then I've had over 25 years of some really great days with you, my soccer family. So thank you so much for this recognition, your friendship, your guidance, and your unwavering support. Most of all, thank you for letting me be the best that I can be. Thank you very much.
We're now going to invite Mike's family and friends from his table to please join him here on stage. Come on up, gang. We'll get a group photo shot of you. And after we are done, I encourage all of you to stop by and wish Mike congratulations for this very prestigious award. And we're going to see you all next year in Anaheim. So come on up afterwards to congratulate Mike. And we'll get a shot with his whole family. Thank you, folks.
I just wanna stay in the sun where I find. I know it's hard sometimes. Pieces of peace in the sun's peace of mind. I know it's hard sometimes. Yeah, I think about the end just way too much. But it's fun to fantasize on my enemies who wouldn't wish who I was. taking my time.